Hey guys, Alex here, and I just watched the Germany-Northern Ireland match, and with the 1-0 win for Germany, Germany does win their group, and then they will play in the next round on Sunday. That's Sunday, June 26th. Can't wait to watch that. I'm actually off, so yay. Before I talk about the Germany match, let me talk about some of the other matches that I can recollect at the moment. I finally got to watch Iceland play, and I was very it was fun to watch him, but I was kind of sad that Hungary scored in the last few minutes, making it a draw game, because Iceland totally could have won that game. But I guess if you're Hungarian, you probably like that result. It was definitely a fun match to watch, and yeah, I'm pretty happy that I picked Iceland and Wales as my underdog teams to win, or not to win, but as my other favorites after Germany, of course, and the Wales match, I did not see the Wales game. I missed it. The one where they played against Russia. But they tore Russia up. I think it was like 3-0. And it's even cooler because Wales actually tops their group, which had England in their group. So that's pretty big, I think, if you're a Welsh fan. Okay, that's all I want to say about the non-German games. How are you guys liking your team so far? Are they doing well? Are they doing crap? Or tell me what you think. So let me talk about the Germany Northern Ireland match. So Germany made some changes for their starting lineup this time, because in their last game they were held to a scoreless draw, and it was just hard watching Germany play that game because they had no answers to the defense that was put against them. So they changed their lineup, and the biggest change was putting Gomez in as a starter. And he hasn't started a competitive match for Germany since 2011. So I was happy to see that Gomez is the one who actually scored the one goal for Germany. So that was pretty cool. Granted, Gomez did miss some other shots himself, but at least he scored, right? And let Germany win. So let's talk about the starting lineup for Germany. So they had, of course, Neuer as the keeper for Germany. In the back line, they had Hector, Hummels, Boateng, and a new addition is Kimmich. And he was really cool to watch. He was really young, and he was very, you could tell by his youth that he was really energetic, making all these runs down the right. My gosh, he was like on fire, I think. He made a few, like questionable decisions, but for the most part, he was a very good asset. Very, he definitely put in a lot of work into his role, and he made a lot of nice runs down the right towards the enemy goal. Now, in the midfield, we had Cruz Kadira, and then we had Goetze, Mueller, and Özil. Now, I guess the biggest difference here is that Goetze wasn't starting up front. They actually slid him back a little bit, and they also took Draxler out of the starting lineup. And that's how they made room for Gomez. And it was pretty cool. As they said, yeah, Gomez did put a goal in for Germany. Pretty awesome goal. It started with Mueller. He was dribbling the ball in, and when he saw that he couldn't shoot, he passed the ball back to Gomez, and then Gomez put the ball in after a deflection from one of the Northern Irish defenders. But that was a really good play by Mueller, because Mueller was struggling to score. Like, he kept shooting at the goal, he kept missing, kept getting denied. So to see him that close to goal, and instead of taking a shot at the goal, he passed it back, that was really cool. And it's good to see that Mueller is, a team player, but that's something that people always knew about Mueller. He's definitely a team player. It is sad that he hasn't scored yet at the Euros. Hopefully, maybe next time he'll score. Very, very good player. But I think in the Euro, he has yet to shine. Özil made some really good passes himself. Unfortunately, I think overall Germany had problems finishing the ball into the opposing net. Like in the last 15 minutes of the first half, Germany was putting all these one-touch combinations into the Irish box. The only problem was the finishing. The finishing was never there. It was really frustrating to watch Germany not shoot these balls in. Hopefully, they get it together in the next one. Granted, Northern Ireland was putting a lot of men in the back. So it's kind of like the last game where Germany was hit up against a Polish wall, and they just could not score against them because there were so many people in the back. But I think in this time, Jurgen Loh had a better, he had better tactics devised, and that was a bunch of one-touch combinations within the box that finally gave a goal to Germany with the play between Mueller and Gomez for that 1-0 goal. But I know the game was 1-0, but honestly, this game was not even close. Germany was dominating the hell out of this game. In the 23rd minute, Germany had 7 attempts on the goal. Northern Ireland had 0. And then only 3 of those shots were on target, but it just shows that Germany was on fire in terms of, taking chances on the goal. In the 27th minute, Germany was clocked at having 68% possession of the ball. But later on, around the 88th minute, Germany had 74% possession of the ball. Northern Ireland only had 26% possession. And at one point in the game, I think, it was at the end of the first half, they recorded Germany having over 300 connected passes, and Ireland only had a little over 60 passes. So that just shows the big difference in possession. And, possession doesn't win games, but it definitely gives you a lot more chances. So Northern Ireland, they had their own chances. They had a few corners, but for the most part, it didn't seem like they were ever going to score. It didn't seem like they were ever going to get the ball back, to be honest. So that was the disappointing thing, is that Germany dominated, but they could only manage to show one goal for all of that work. So that's definitely got to change. They definitely need to get their A game on in the next round. So I guess that's all I wanted to say. There were some German subs coming in. I was happy that Schweinsteiger finally came in, because remember when he first came in as a sub, he scored once he came in. I didn't know why they didn't put him in the other games. He didn't score in this time, but hey, give the guy a chance after he freaking put a goal in on his first substitution. Who else came in for Germany? Whatever. There were German subs, there were also Irish subs, and I still enjoy the game. It was good to see Germany have better ideas on how to break down this 8-man defensive wall, or however many men they had back there defending. They had the idea, they just didn't have the execution at the end of it to make this a 5-0 scoreline. This could have easily been like 5-6-0 if German touches were a little bit better. Alright, so what were your thoughts on this game? And what are your thoughts on Wales finishing first in their group? What are your thoughts on Iceland? And what are your thoughts in general of the Euro so far? I guess that's all I want to say. Thanks for watching this.